Pixbo and Torengruppen is still dominating the SSL in women's floorball, and have to mention Veera Kauppi. Her historical season is like something something maybe on the same level as Galante is doing in his career, and 92 points in 61 goals in 23 games or 24 games. I think this is statistic based from, and she's most point scorer in single season, and still going for 100 points I think this season. So yeah, really impressive, like, to do that.
Yeah, yeah. Imagine just going to the game, like every time you have a game day, and just knowing you're gonna score like 3.8 points in the game. Just
I mean,
yeah,
yeah, probably she's not like that, not thinking that, but yeah, the consistency of that, to be hungry for the goals and points, and of course she's not doing it for herself, she's doing it for the team, and she has to be scoring points, otherwise they probably wouldn't be even fighting for the wins in against Pixbo. So that's super impressive what she's doing, and her sister, like, together. It's an incredible story, and yeah, we had a discussion about this. I think you mentioned also a little comparison
yes,
before.
exactly. They're kind of like Venus and Serena Williams. So I think like being, I think it's impressive from the parents' side to be able to like raise basically two twins. I mean, Serena and Venus weren't twins, but still like raising two twins to be like at the world class, at the top of a sport. I think it's very impressive, and I think it would be interesting to see like their parents' perspective of how it was to like raise, because I'm sure there's a lot of competition involved and kind of one being in the other's shadow or so on. So it's interesting to like see how they kind of like coped with these I wouldn't say problems, but challenges, yeah, going up. And I think if you're like really interested into this topic, then I suggest you watch a movie called I think it's called King Richard, and it's about basically the dad of Serena and Venus. And he was, to some at that point, he was like a crazy person, but he had a plan. Like since they both kind of even before they kind of were born, he already told, yeah, we need like two more daughters, and they're gonna be the world champions in tennis. And then when they like grew up a little bit, he already like knew that Venus was gonna be the, I think, the youngest first rank ATP player for women's side, and Serena is going to be the greatest player of all time.
Really?
And he wrote that down. He was like
No
so
way.
confident, and it wasn't only him. He basically like speaks to both of them, and like he like told them all the time. And at some point when they like got a bit older, they had interviews, and they were like so confident about it. They also knew that it was going to happen. There was like no doubt about it. So if anybody's like interested in that kind of a thing,
That
then
is crazy.
yes, I suggest go watch that movie. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be fun to know how Kauppi sisters grew up also, and maybe they have some similar stories or something like that. So yeah, that's insane. And have to mention also Emily Vibron. She's now the leading point scorer in SSL history. Incredible achievement, and congrats to her also. And still playing and
Yes.
fighting with Torengruppen for the
For
championship.
sure, and have to mention Pixbo's Champions Cup win this year, and it's actually like a historic win for Pixbo as a club, because they were able to achieve the so-called double of having like also the both men's and women's side winning the Champions Cup, and it's uh, I don't think it has ever been done before, and it's an impressive feat. So congrats to uh, the organization of Pixbo for that. So